We are on lesson 1.4. We are shifting, reflecting, and stretching graphs. This is one of my absolute favorite lessons. You guys remember parent functions? I love parent functions. A constant function. What is the slope of this? 0. And this is a x equals or a y equals? This is a y equals, so this would be like a y equals 1. Constant. They call this an identity function. What have we called this before? A linear function. So this would be like y equals 1x. This is actually plus 0 because it's going through 0. And all these fun ones you do need to know. Absolute value. This is going to be y equals the absolute value of x. We know that the absolute value looks like a v. You've seen this before, right? Do we need to write this? Is it in your notes in Canvas? Square root. We just did these. But just so you can see, y equals the square root of x. Don't you guys love this stuff? Yeah. Just humor me and say yes. And an x squared is a quadratic. Y equals x squared. And a cubic function, what's that going to be? Y equals x to the third. You've seen these all before. You're bored to death. That's okay. All right, so let's move on. What's up, Luca? These notes are kind of hard to see. Okay, the first thing that we need to know is if I have, I'll go ahead and write this, a vertical and horizontal shift. So let's work with the vertical shift first. This is just saying x plus 2, x squared plus 2. So notice how many did it go up? What if it said x squared minus 2? Where would we go? Down 2. And the pattern of a quadratic is? Over 1 up 1, over 1 up, over 1 up. Oh my gosh, you are all asleep. Moving on to the horizontal shifts. We cannot read this at all. The horizontal shifts say g of x is equal to, remember, inside the parentheses, if it's a minus, is it going to go left or right? Left. It's going to left or right? Right. So remember, it always goes opposite of what you think. You think, oh, it's going into the negative, but because of those parentheses, it's going to go to the right. Are we good? So what happens if I write g of x, we'll do g to the first of x, is equal to x plus 2 quantity squared? Left. Okay, so please take note on that. That's a great reminder. Same pattern, over 1 up 1, over 1 up 3, over 1 up 5. That I don't expect you to write, but remember a vertical shift C upward is f of x plus c. This is kind of what Leah just asked. Downward, f of x minus c. But notice what happens to that c. Where is it now for the horizontal shifts? In the parentheses. Good, and notice that it changes. The one that's going to the right is now negative, and the one that's going to the left is now positive. We have 4 graphs here. Do you think, well, first of all, they're all cubics. No, they're not. There's 2 cubics. So let's graph the cubics first. Do you guys think you could try those graphs? Let's try graphing h of x equals x to the third plus 5, and then b, which is g of x, equals x minus 3, all of that to the third power plus 2. Feeling good? Okay. All right. Bell's going to ring in a few minutes. You guys are awesome. Good job.